welcome back. I just ended a video and wanted to start this one. And I don't know. I didn't want you thinking that I wore the same shirt in multiple days. I always have that fear of people thinking, ew, ew, her hair looks dirty, which I don't let it get dirty. I wash it all the time. I wash it every day. And then when I'm wearing the same shirt or something, I'm afraid somebody's going to say, ew, she's wearing the same clothes 2 days in a row. But I always have to say that. I don't know why. I am trying to teach myself not to care what others think about me. I'm working on it. I used to have that fear because when I was little, bad things would happen to me in public. My stepdad would hit me right in the middle of the store. I will share this one incident and then I'm going to start on the topic of this video. I was younger than 10, and maybe I was 10, I'm not sure. I'm just going to pinpoint it in that age bracket because when I was 11, my mom finally left him. And I was really close to 12 actually. But I remember being little and I was older than 5. And I remember being in the store and we were at a counter, like a jewelry counter or something in the middle of a store. And my mom was asking about something, I can't remember. And I remember I asked for something. I was possibly told no, and that made me sad. Or I kept bugging, you know how kids are, please, please. I don't even know if I was doing that. My stepdad had muscles and he was strong. I just remember that. And maybe he didn't. And being a kid, I just seen that. I don't know. But he would thump me in the head. You know how he would, people would, kind of like that. He reared back and he was good at it. He would thump you just right. He would swing that hand back and bam. And I remember he did that and it hurt. It really hurt. And I remember that woman jumped and looked like, oh shit, what just happened? She had that look about her and I was really embarrassed. But in the back of my head, I always had these thoughts of, please save me, please help me, something along that. And every time the police was called, only on my mom, maybe word that, called on my stepdad because he was beating my mom, I should say. But all the times he did bad things to me, police was not called once. Not once. I don't know why I touched on that subject. I don't know why. The topic of this video is going to be about our soul contracts. I don't know everything about them, but I do know a little bit. So we have our guides with us. And I don't know if we choose our guides before our soul contracts. I don't know which comes first, because I do know as we're making our soul contracts, our guides are there to guide us through that too. And maybe if you're doing a really traumatic childhood, your guides are going to say, are you sure you want to do that? And you can converse with them. Yes, no, maybe, I don't know, guide me through this, whatever. And then you sign up for that because you feel it's a learning lesson for you, in which it is. We choose our eye color, we choose our height, our shoe size, our hair color, you name it. We choose every little aspect of our life, our jobs. And, on top of that, we can manifest also. I don't know why I added that, but I feel like I needed to for some reason. In my job, there is a lot of dealings with fatalities. And a lot of people get really drastically sad about these incidences. And used to, I would just be so sad and so sad for the family. And that even goes with animal mistreatment. I have to be careful on my word choosing. And the animals, of course, have souls too, and they're tied into their contracts. And let's just say they're being mistreated. That was in their contract. You're doing a contract. Your guides are helping you with this contract. You are aware because you're signing it. At this age, I'm going to cross over. And it's going to be very traumatic, a bang to the head. I can't say certain words if you get my drift. Because I'm being robbed and my family is abused and then we're set on fire kind of thing. All of that is in our contract. And let's just say I'm a wife to a man, and he gets traumatically ended. I know this in my contract because I did sign up to be his wife. That is in our contract. And my soul is aware that at this time, I'm going to know that that time will come for him. And if we have kids, their contract ties in with our contract, and their soul already knows that they're going to lose their dad at that point. Us being earth beings, maybe I should say, we don't know that because we're born under the veil of forgetfulness. We don't remember what our contracts say or anything. So back on my job, I had to be real careful what I say, but there's a lot of fatalities. I'm just going to leave it at that. And there's people who are really traumatized. The workers are traumatized mildly about this. And I just want to say to these people, and you just can't tell people this. You can in a way, and some people can handle it better than others. Me knowing that was in their contract, I handle it better, although it saddens me. But then I have to tell myself, they chose their ending like that. And I want to tell these people that was in their contract. The thing that just happened was in their contract. So, don't be that sad. But if that's them, they're sensitive to that, then that's just who they are. That's how they handle it, I guess. But it's like people, I wish I could just share this, and I actually am, just saying to all these people crossing, that was in their contract. That was in their contract. And that was in their contract. Everything that we do is in our contract. But I will say, in other instances, like I think it was Hiroshima, the big incident that happened in Hiroshima, a lot of souls did not put that in their contract. And that was in a couple of Dolores Cannon's books, in which one was Hiroshima. But sometimes souls are accidentally crossing over because they didn't intend that. That was a fluke or whatever. In my opinion on that, then be sad because that was untimely, that was in their contract, and it's traumatic. But I just want to share that with you, that also in our contract, we come here and incarnate on earth to learn lessons. And I will say this as an example. Me going through my life, as traumatic as it was as a kid, I had to learn a lesson about that and come out of it in a better way. And that of you coming out of a traumatic situation, that's a lesson. And if you come out golden, or even not golden, but you're working on it, you've got to thrive to be the better person, be happy, do what you can with your life. That's the lesson learned, and the ending of coming out of it, what that means and how you come out of it is what matters. Unlike my mom, she had a traumatic childhood and she came out bitter and angry. She didn't learn her lesson. She came out bitter and angry and mistreated her children and still is not a good person. She hates everybody. She's always crabby. And I'm not just meaning, crabby. I'm talking about she has extreme hatred. So she didn't learn her lesson to come out better. She did not try to improve herself. So the ending of her life, the ending outcome, she failed at because she just let everything else traumatize her. So there's the difference. So if you're walking around in your life and you're like, why does so much crap happen to me? Well, that's a lesson. No, that's a lesson. And how you come out of it is what matters. Always tell yourself that. Let's just say you were in a car accident like I was. You just go around thinking, I could do this actually. My body is destroyed. I'm in pain every single day. But if you wallow around in that and you're just letting the world stomp all over you because you're so upset and you're feeling worthless because your body is in pain and horrible. If you don't come out of that knowing that that is a lesson and coming out of that in a positive way, as in, well, you still have to work. And the things that you work for, like a new car or food in your stomach or a place to live. All of those are lessons, and how you come out of it is what matters. Yes, my body's in pain every single day, sometimes worse than others, because I was in a car accident in 2021 or 2020, something like that. I could sit around here and lay around and tell myself every single day, oh my gosh, I just don't want to get up. I don't want to do anything. If you walk around in that and you don't come out of it as in, I will not let this take over my life. How I come out of this is what matters. Always, always, no matter what you do every single day, tell yourself, this is a lesson. How am I going to handle that? How am I going to come out of it? Because that ending to this lesson is what matters. Do you want to come out of it and, sucking at life? That's the wrong term, but you know what I mean. I wanted to share that with you guys. I've been thinking about it for days because I know somebody two people actually, who's constantly feeling that way. They're letting life bring them down and feel miserable, and they don't want to do anything, and they literally don't do anything. And they just want life. Not necessarily life, but the outcomes that are coming on them bring them down and keep them down. So if they ever cross over tomorrow, they're going to look at their contract thinking, I didn't learn my lesson. I didn't live in this lifetime. I did not make myself happy. Then your soul is going to say, we could do better. We're going to reincarnate and do it all over again. And I'm not joking at that, because your soul is powerful. You just don't remember it. So we're the little earthlings here. Wee. Oh my gosh. And me included, And then our soul, if we detached, and which we do, our soul is probably looking at us thinking, oh my God, what's wrong with her? It makes a lot of sense if you think about it. This video was important to me for more than one reason, and I wanted to share it with you guys, and I hope it helps a lot of you, if not all of you. So I'm going to end this one here. I love you guys tremendously. I really, really do. And I'm going to send you love, light, and peace. Bye.